so I decided to make this short video on how to pronounce our biases' names. Before we get started, Chinese is a tonal language, and in Mandarin there are 4 tones. The first one is the red line. It's just a really high and flat tone, so it's like ah. And then the second one is the green line. It goes from down to up, like a question, like ah. The third one, it's kind of like a V or a U. It's the blue line. It goes ah. And the last tone, fourth one, is the purplish magenta line, and it just goes down like an accent. So with the tones in mind now, let's go look at our biases' names. Let's look at Xiao name first. Xiao is first tone. Xi, ao, xiao, xiao, xiao. Notice it's flat and kind of high up. And Zhan is fourth tone. Zhi, an, Zhan, Zhan. It goes from high to low, like an accent. And together it would be Xiao, Zhan, Xiao, Zhan. Okay, and now let's look at Wang Yibo. Wang is second tone. It goes upward, like a question. So, Wu, Ang, Wang, Wang. Compare that with first tone, which would be Wang, and second tone, Wang, Wang, Wang. Do you hear the difference? Yi is just first tone. Yi, yi, and bo is also second tone. B, wo, bo, bo. And also compare that with first tone. First tone is bo, and second would be bo, bo. So together it's Wang Yibo, Wang Yibo. Okay, now let's say it all together. Xiao Zhan, Wang Yibo. I know I prefaced this video and emphasized a lot in this video about the tones, but actually I don't think you really have to focus that much on the tones while learning. In my opinion, you should know that tones exist and also be aware of them. But while you're learning, don't just go memorize that like Xiao is first tone and Wang is second tone. I think that would be really difficult to remember. And instead, maybe you can just try to remember that like Xiao is just, that's how it sounds. It's Xiao, it's not Xiao, or it's not Xiao, it's Xiao. I say this because Chinese people, when they're first learning how to talk, no one's going to tell them the tones. Like when a baby just cries out mama, no one's going to tell them, okay, so you just said mama, mama is first tone, okay? And then baba, dad. No one's going to tell a baby that baba is fourth tone. So I think it should just come naturally. Like you should just remember it as how the word is pronounced. Just learn and remember the tones and the pronunciation as this whole package, and that might help.